Good afternoon. Today, our study explores how TikTok influencers' characteristics impact purchase intention, reflection on crisis times. I conducted this study in collaboration with Associate Professor Dr. Heba Abdel Wahab and Associate Professor Dr. Sahar Nagaty, and presented by me, Norhan, Ibrahim. The rising unpopularity of social media lead to the appearance and growth of new marketing strategies like influencers. Consumers are valuing the opinions of others, and because of the rising in the popularity of social network platforms, this provides the opportunity for the ordinary clients to share their ideas and experiences. Influential marketing differs from the conventional marketing through the word of mouth because it allows the marketeers to have more control and authority over their campaigns. Instead of relying on organic word of mouth, marketers can collaborate with influencers who have large followers, ensuring that their message reach target audience and the success of their marketing efforts can be tracked and analyzed. Because of this importance of influential marketing, companies nowadays are allocating a large portion of their budget, especially the advertising budget, toward digital influencers, not all the digital influencers, but the TikTok influencers, which are determined to be an important resources for companies for promoting their product, services, and brands, and also for creating more brand awareness. Furthermore, consumers nowadays are living in an interconnected global economy. People, company, and the economy are all connected, and this is regularly confronted with a range of global crises. For instance, maybe this crisis may be a political one, like the recent Russia-Ukraine conflict and Israel versus Palestine, and maybe this crisis may be a cultural or religious dispute like India versus Pakistan, and also maybe trade limitations or economic sanctions, for instance, South Korea versus Japan in 2019. Because of this rising of global crisis, influencers started to discuss different topics, especially political topics, and this influenced the consumer very strong and started to be interested in political consumerism as they examined the transformation occurred in the market-driven societies globally. This study aims to recognize the potential role that the TikTok influencers can play in shaping the customer purchasing intention through the 4 characteristics with a reflection on crisis times. The research objectives: to study the effect of TikTok influencers' characteristics on purchase intention, investigate the effect of TikTok influencer characteristics on online engagement, and there are 3 sub-objectives. The first one, exploring the effect of TikTok influencers' characteristics regarding expertise, trustworthiness, credibility, product involvement on cognitive online engagement in times of crisis, assess the effect of TikTok influencers' characteristics on effective online engagement in times of crisis, examine the effect of TikTok influencers' characteristics on behavior online engagement in times of crisis. The third objective, to explore the effect of online engagement on purchase intention, and finally, to study the mediating role of online engagement in the relationship between TikTok influencers' characteristics and purchase intention. The model, the first variable is influencer characteristics, but I will determine through the variable the hypothesis of the study. The first one, there is a significant effect of the online characteristics on customer purchasing intention. There is a TikTok influencer characteristics have a significant effect on online engagement, and there are 3 sub-hypotheses. The first one, there is a significant effect of influencer characteristics on the cognitive online engagement. The second sub-hypothesis, there is significant effect. TikTok influencer characteristics has a significant effect on effective online engagement. And the third sub-hypothesis, there is a significant effect of online characteristics on the behavior online engagement. The third hypothesis, there's TikTok online engagement have a significant effect on customer purchasing intention. And finally, the mediating role of online engagement on the relationship between the influencer characteristics and the customer purchase intention. Study sector and data collection. TikTok, which launched in September 2016, is widely used social media application. This important application has been used for producing, viewing, and distributing brief videos captured on smartphones or web cameras. And also, these applications are determined to captivate nature and extensive user involvement, as it offers customized streams of unique short videos. These videos accompanied by music and sound effects. There is also the importance of TikTok, that there's a growing trend of utilizing TikTok for entertainment purposes and the promotion and advertising of various products through influencers. Next figure will determine the total number of users through the TikTok. In 2022, TikTok had 1.7 billion registered users. The platform was predicted to have 1.9 billion users in 2023. And in 2024, TikTok have 2.05 billion users. And there are expectations that in 2027, the predicted number of TikTok users is anticipated to reach 2.25 billion. The distribution of users among countries. In the United States, there are 148.92 million users, and in Egypt, there are 32.94 million users. This study, the data of this study was gathered through the utilization of online questionnaire. The study population comprised of TikTok users in Egypt. A total of 375 online questionnaires were distributed, but only 323 questionnaires were successfully collected, which result in response rate 85.6%. The initial result. The first result is to the first finding reveals that TikTok influencers' characteristics through expertise, trustworthiness, credibility, and product involvement have a significant positive effect on customer purchase intention. And this is a logical result, as when customers are searching for the right product, they are searching for advice, not from all people, but the people who have a knowledge and experience and could be considered as an expert, which help them to take the right purchasing decision. Also, the results also determine that TikTok influencer characteristics are far important in times of crisis, as during this crisis, the customers are very interconnected world and confronting in several types of crises, either political, religious, or economics, and consumers during these times, they are trying to take actions and positions in front of these crises. These positions may be a boycotting campaigns, as during the Israel-Palestinian wars, customers started to get and to search for information, not only from the news platforms, but also from TikTok influencers about boycotting campaigns. Customers, they are choosing to either to boycott or to boycott, but they are tend to engage with not all the influencers, but the influencers who are trusted, credible, and they are sharing the same values and beliefs. And they depend on these influencers to provide them with reliable information, not any information, but reliable information about whether to boycott or to boycott products and services. In addition, the results also prove that TikTok influencers' characteristics have a significant positive effect on customers' online engagement. This result shows that customers do not engage with any influencer, but only they interact and believe only the influencer, which they perceive as an expert, trustworthy, credible, who endorse only products that they use in real life. Furthermore, the results of past analysis show that there is a positive effect of dimensions of TikTok influencer characteristics on dimensions of online engagement through the cognitive, affective, and behavior. These results reflected that for the influencers to increase the customer online engagement, they need to deal with the three dimensions: cognitive, especially with facts and numbers; behavior, especially with the change of attitude; and affective, with emotions. The result also reveals that the highest effect of dimensions of TikTok influencer characteristics is on the cognitive online engagement with 94.4%, followed by behavior online engagement, 93%, and finally, the affective online engagement with 77.8%. In addition, the results also reveal that online engagement has a positive effect on customer purchase intention, and this determines that the customers are exerting so much effort in the exchange, correspondence, and using of information with influencers regarding products and services have improved their engagement, and this engagement led to shaping the customer purchasing intent. The results finally showed that there is a positive effect for online engagement, mediating variable on the relationship between TikTok influencers characteristics and customer purchasing intention. This result means that TikTok influencer characteristics have a significant effect on purchase intention, but the existence of customer online engagement as a mediating variable is very important in fortifying that relationship and increasing the influencer's capacity in affecting the customer purchase intention. Research implications. This study is one of the few studies which determines the product involvement from the perspective of the influencers. And also during a crisis, consumers may be more likely to follow the advice of their favorite influencers. As a result, consumers may choose to boycott specific brands. Therefore, to create an effective social media strategy, marketers have to align and to choose the influencers who are aligned with their brands and customers in order to encourage and boost the consumer engagement and purchasing intention. The findings suggest that influencers can improve their reputation and create more and more impactful content by emphasizing their expertise, trustworthiness, credibility, and product involvement. Research limitations. This study contributes to our understanding of influential marketing, but it focused only on 4 characteristics of influencers. Other factors or categories are like attractiveness, information quality, and perceived risk may influence the customer intention to make should be considered in the future research. Also, this study didn't specify any product category and just concentrate on the TikTok, but adding more platforms and to specify certain product categories, this be considered for the future researches. Finally, considering demographic variables such as gender and age as a moderators may impact the results. Thank you.